What is popping, as they say? Uh, it's week 9 when I'm recording this, but I'm recording the week 7 uh, battle commentary here. It's not gonna go very well. I already tried once and I wasn't satisfied with it, so just gonna wing it again. There's a few things that I was not prepared to discuss, and I think I'm a little more versed on them again, because again it was a while back. But yeah, anyway, our opponent has a pretty scary team when it comes to into us. Terrakion's a good Rockmon versus Ho-Oh. We've got Primal Kyogre, which I need to like triple team. I just do not do enough damage to it with the options that I have. Yeah, that is not going to be an easy Pokemon to deal with. Mega Latios, yeah, Latios is that's difficult into us as well. Polt's always good. Iron Moth is always a scary Pokemon. However, we do have Ho-Oh for a bunch of those threats. Thank goodness for Ho-Oh. He's been so good this season. Same thing with Enamorus, hard walled by Ho-Oh pretty much. Ho-Oh here just takes care of Ferrothorn naturally. Watch out for Terrak, I guess. Terrakion should be one of the bigger threats into me, I think. That fighting coverage. Earthquake as well. Yeah, it's the 6th of July, but it's like the weekend, so there might be explosions. They do it later in Los Angeles. And I mean, like, they do it all summer, is what I mean. Pretty cool, actually. But, yeah, Kyogre is just way too hard to stop with our options that you'd think down here. So we do have Volcan on Vaporeon. We've doubled up with our AV Tangrowth. Now, there was an AV Hydreigon set that I looked at that did not get 2-hit KO'd by Ice Beam. Tangrowth just doesn't get 2-hit KO'd, I'm pretty sure. And this is like full Speed F plus vest. I think it doesn't get KO'd by like Origin Pulse into Ice Beam or something. Yeah. But yeah, really ridiculous Pokemon to deal with. There it is. And you have Grass Knot on Greninja, going to be important. DIANCIE outspeeding and getting good chip on it can be important. Unfortunately, Mystical Fire into it's not going to do anything. And then yeah, we have Terra Electric on our Toxtricity, which is Scarf again. And yeah, it's just got a bunch of electric moves and Boom Burst. Well, that's spoilers. But anyway, the Boom Burst and that coverage is like, he doesn't have a ground type. I don't know if this was wise, but each pretty much free volt switches and I'm like extra damage with Terra Electric. That's why I like that. And then DIANCIE should be able to do a lot as well. And Ho-Oh is Ho-Oh. So this is really not the easiest matchup for us. We should be dedicating a lot of resources to Primal Kyogre, except for it's not here for some reason. Yeah, to me that's inexplicable, because it's not like it was going to be too hard for it to take on Vaporeon. Not at all. Thunder does a tremendous amount of damage. And what does Vaporeon do back? It like toxics it. So yeah, same thing with Tangrowth. I have to be so invested to not even survive 2 Ice Beams. I don't have anything super offensive to deal with it. You guys got Toxtricity that much with Terra, so sorry, but that doesn't make sense to me. There's also no Mega Latios, so essentially, and I don't have Zamazenta, but it is 1 Uber on none here, so already the matchup really favors us, you would assume. Terrakion is here. Decidueye can be Terra Rock, so you could have, doubled up on stuff like that, but Enamorus is not a problem. Polt, to be honest, is like it like can be a problem, but like not really, because we have like Scarf Grand and stuff. Excuse me. There's that as well. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna lead off with DIANCIE, because it just looks like it 6-0s almost. Like, Iron Moth, I think, is unlikely to come up first, and if so, I can just go Ho-Oh. And I'm gonna Mega up, because I shouldn't die to any kind of Earthquake variant from this, is the idea. I'm not scared of this. I don't want rocks to come up, so I Mega, rather than staying more defensive, and also because Moonblast will do more damage. Into Sash, okay, do we get EQ'd? Okay, so I appreciate the heat. I always like heat. This didn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, Treads will eat. The set is Aura Sphere, and then I think still Earthquake. And then I don't remember what the fourth move is, but it's nothing like too crazy, I don't think. Maybe it's like Power Gem, I don't know. But at any rate, that was just never going to be the play. You can't really force me out with EQ or anything like that. So even like if Calm Mind up to start, I mean, I guess it could be dangerous. Like, but I'm pretty confident in Tangrowth in that situation, I think. And I can also, like, you know, bring DIANCIE back without too much effort, I don't think so. Okay, well, yeah, now I decided to, well, I'll show you. Mystical Fire. Because it will do super effective damage to this. It should help us handle Pult. I mean, I don't know, you just probably wouldn't go hard Pult to begin with. Steel Wing Pult is the threat that I'm most worried about. Enamorous it hits and helps with, you know, but Iron Moth is kind of the main idea. It's a mid-ground play. Didn't want to, like, Earth Power on an Amorous or anything. So I guess I could have done. I could also have Power Gemmed, but, you know, Decidueye is kind of an option, even though it will be hit with another Moonblast, so. But anyway, it works out. And, yeah, it really helps out there, too, because now I can Earth Power very freely. Yeah, now I'm going to Scout for Steel Wing. And YouTube does a lot of damage, but I'm pretty sure it's not banded. So, could just be low Fizdef on Vaporeon, maybe invested on Pult somehow. It seems invested. It would be my instinctual guess but we're gonna go invested. But we're gonna go into DIANCIE to block like a T-Wave or anything like that. And Light Screen comes up. Now, look at that. So, a lot happened there. That was so, you know, I'm aware of the parting shot interaction, but it's just so fun to see that I was distracted by it. And I didn't notice that I went first. He doesn't have Prankster. So that's very strange. He doesn't have Frisk either. He's Pickpocket. I don't really have, like, I don't consistently use Knockoff. I mean, it's on the team this week, but yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but at any rate, I'm gonna get the nice slow pivot out after getting good damage with Moonblast, and I'm just gonna go Ho-Oh, just to, you know, because he can't do anything to me. And then I remember I can do this also. Yep, I just happened to remember right there. Not great awareness on my part, but yet actually it was good awareness. It was just like, you know, it should have been like a broader thing, like, because it was a coincidence that I went into Ho-Oh and then noticed I could defog very freely. But yeah, we're just getting toxics down just to make things easier for ourselves in the long run, but it didn't matter there. And see, there's another thing. Look at that. I didn't even know, like, if Dragon Pult gets Dragon Tail. That's another thing. Like, I should have been informed on that before trying to record this here, but I just do not know what else he could have maybe been going for to be slower than me there. Because look, it's not like he was slower before somehow, even though I don't think it's even possible. Shoot, just like, what on earth? It must have been Dragon Tail, but that's a terrible play, to be honest, if so. Does Pult get Trick Room? It might, but like, I don't know why you would ever use that either. So, very strange. But, and now I stay in on this because I can't do anything to me. Take a risk with Sacred Fire because I don't want to be taking chip with a Brave Bird infinitely there. And then Tailwind and Sub come out, which is a very weird combination because you waste turns with Substitute. It's like the whole idea. I appreciate seeing Tailwind though, and in fact I give him the satisfaction by accident in knocking out an Amorous. I should have, defogged or something. I don't want to see this turn into Terra Rock, so I'm going to go Vaporeon. I'm really stupid. I could have easily just gone Tangrowth. I don't know if I was saving Tangrowth for Terrakion or something. It's not even Fizz Def, but oh it is. I mean, it's this weird special Terrakion anyway. But so I just go Vaporeon. This is fine. And I bait out the Terra. Apparently it doesn't have grass coverage. But yeah, I'm gonna let him take me out here. Except for he does that. This was just not a very well played game by the opponent. But we take these. And hopefully they reminisce upon the battle and improve here. No, I don't mean to be condescending. Maybe very off game. I've had those. That did not go well for them though. And Mega DIANCIE looks like a complete boss. Just taking care of business. 4 kills, I think. Maybe 3. But yeah, it was really cool to see Mega DIANCIE get used. But I did not have to use 3 of my Pokemon. So yeah, GG's, and on to the next one.